super excited at this moment. But what I'm going to do now will make you go crazy. Because I'm here to call somebody who's very special. Oh, you already excited? So, the person whom I'm going to call now is somebody I attended my first We Leadership Camp, and he was a facilitator there. And I don't know whether he even knows about this. That leadership camp shifted something. It completely transformed me. For me, I mean, till date, if somebody asks me, who is your most, like, you love the most, your favorite we partner, nobody has topped that list. And it is not what I feel. I think the entire infinity feels so. When we go to VCon, and we are serving, we wait for his session. He is somebody who you got to wait and have patience to get breakthroughs coming from somewhere and hitting you. Okay? He has a knack of speaking less and giving you a hardcore breakthroughs. Okay? And I mean, till I didn't get an opportunity to really spend some casual time with him, I didn't know that he is so witty, but you have to catch his jokes. Even those come from somewhere and they just pass by, okay? So guys, I am calling somebody, and I told you, he is Infinity's favorite V partner, okay? He's got the warmth of a brother. Like, if you are with him, you will feel the warmth of a brother. He's like a big brother and a big daddy to a lot of people. And I'm not going to spend too much time because I am excited to go back and sit and listen to him. So are you ready? Are you ready for some crazy, awesome, maddening session? Can I have you? I can't hear you. AV, can you play?
Thank you. Namaste, India. Okay, sit down. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Namaste and welcome to your future. I'm very excited to be here today. Who else is excited? And the theme of this event is perfect. Because that's why you are here, to achieve your freedom. How many of you are seeing me for the first time? First time. Who's seeing me for the first time? Okay. So even if I lie, you won't know. I get worried when a guy says that. Okay, my name is Sathi SenathiRajah. I've been with Qnet for 20 years. Right. And some of you must be thinking, 20 years and I'm still doing this. I should be retired on a beach somewhere. True? No. Because at the moment, I have to go to the beach with partner Dev Wadhwani only. And I don't want to go to the beach with him alone. That's why I'm here talking to you, so some of you can join us. Now, many of you, all of you have come here for different reasons. So when I give the reason, if that's your reason, raise your hands. How many of you are in the verge of giving up and this is your last chance to revive yourself again? Okay? How many of you have come here to check out whether this is real or not? Okay? How many of you were forced to come here by your uplines? Okay. The people who are forced to come here normally succeed. How many of you are here because you don't want to miss this at all? Okay. How many of you are here to learn how to make more money because your debts are very high? How many of you are here because you wanted to get away from your wife or husband? A few of you all, okay. So whatever reason you are here today, for the next 1 hour or so, I want you to just listen. Because I'm not going to teach you anything, I'm just going to share my experience. Because the one thing I have that you don't have is 20 years of experience making mistakes. So if it took me 20 years to become successful, it should take you 5 years. Now, I have 2 brothers. I come from a small town in Malaysia, and I have 2 brothers. My elder brother is V partner Qnet, SenathiRajah. And my younger brother, some of you know him, is Chief Patman. So, we come from a very tight and small family because my father passed away when I was just 5 years old. So my mother raised us up and we were very close looking after each other. The only thing we did not have was money. Going to a restaurant for dinner was a luxury, once a month, and we used to dress up to go. So when we were growing up, we resigned to the fact that we will always be poor, study, get a job, and live life like 99% of people in the world. True? Those who work in a job, you can predict their future. They wake up in the morning, they go to work. Then they come back home. The next day, they go to work. Come back home, go to work, 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 come back home, and then die. The biggest scam on planet Earth is a job. Because think about it, you work for 40 years, 8 hours a day, and after 40 years, you are still broke. How is that not a scam? True? Now, how many of you work in a job? Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not putting down your job. Because at the moment, your job is putting food on the table and providing for your family. So I respect that. But now you have an opportunity to provide more for your family through Qnet. Okay? Now, building the business, this business, do you face challenges? The main challenges you face is rejection. True? Your family members don't support you. Your friends laugh at you. What other challenges you face? Google, Swami Googleananda. What else? Media. Don't pick up the calls. Prospect says no money. They don't believe in the business, they don't believe in the company. So all these challenges you face. Now these challenges are small. I have bigger challenges. I have 4 cars at home. When I wake up in the morning, my biggest challenge is which car to use. So your challenges are very small. Rejection. So when you wake up and you think of which card to use, it is very stressful. Now, and then Dato Sri has bigger problems. He has a favorite pair of shoes. Sometimes he forgets where he leaves his shoes. Whether it is in his house in London, house in Dubai, house in Australia, or house in Singapore. So today we're going to talk about upgrading your problems. Now, I truly understand that building this business is not easy. Some of you build a huge network and the network collapses. Has that happened to you before? Yes? Don't worry, if it hasn't, it will. Everybody you know who is successful now has built a network, network collapse, build again, collapse again, build again, collapse again, build again, collapse again, and eventually it just grow exponentially. Now, do you know what you get when you sign up in Qnet? What do you get? You get a license to do business anywhere in the world. The whole world is your marketplace. And today, with the mediums we have of social media, you can sit in Mumbai and sign up somebody in Argentina. And when Argentina grows, you earn in Mumbai. Which other business can do that? True? So the opportunity you have is amazing, and we are 20 years old. You cannot run a scam for 20 years. Maximum 3 years. Okay? Now, many people say we are a pyramid. Are we a pyramid? Huh? I have been to Egypt. And I can promise you the pyramids only exist in Egypt. So I was thinking, what am I going to talk to you about today? Now, many of you raised your hands and said, you were thinking about giving up, and then you decided to come one last chance to give it a chance. Let me tell you a secret. Keep coming back. And one day you'll sit down and you realize that you're making $10,000 a week. Now, I also wanted to give up many times, but I did not have that choice because I live with my upline. And if you know my upline, he is like a radio that cannot be switched off. So, sometimes I have a bad day, frustrated, feel like giving up, this is too difficult, this is too much. I come home, I'm depressed, and then he comes home. So I'm sitting there depressed, thinking, maybe I should quit this business, just focus on my job. Then he comes home. Unbelievable! What a fantastic day, we are going to be rich, we're going to max out this. And I'm sitting there looking at him. Okay. I'll give it one more try. So I've been giving this business hundreds of tries because of my upline. So you need to find an upline like that. Whenever you feel like giving up, call your upline. And your upline will say, unbelievable! Now, many of you, somebody dropped their earring. Maybe it can fit you. Many of you will be happy earning 1 lakh a week. True? 1 lakh a week is good money? How much is 1 lakh in dollars? How much is 1 lakh in US dollars? How much? 1,500. Okay? So, somebody earning 1 lakh a week, that means you earn 4 lakhs a month, which is about 6,000 US dollars. Correct? How long will it take for you to earn that in your job? Never. So 1 lakh a week, is it possible? Yes or not? But the problem with that is, when you earn 1 lakh a week, you think you have made it in life. Because you were earning $300 a month from your job. Now you're earning 4 lakhs a month. Correct? Now, I used to have that problem. Firstly, I am not married. So I don't have a wife to spend my money. Secondly, I live with my brother. Everything is paid for. So, what's my desire to earn $20,000 a week? If I earn $5,000 a week, would I be happy? Yes or not? So what I did to myself is I pushed myself. I pushed myself to have bigger goals and bigger dreams. Okay? So in the early days when I first started, I used to fly economy. How many of you flew economy here? Why? Money. So I used to sit in economy like this. And then they will come with the trolley. Sir, would you like fish or chicken? I said fish. Sorry, fish finish. Then why you ask me? Yes or no? So then I look in front. Business class. The seat is bigger. The food is nicer. The TV is bigger. And you can stretch your legs. Why I cannot fly business class? No money. Then I sat down and thought, I should be flying business class. The only thing stopping me is money. In your job, you don't have a choice. Because no matter how hard you work, you will earn that much. True? But in Qnet now, I have a choice. The harder I work, the more money I make. So I decided, I'm going to set a goal, and I'm only going to fly business class. So I went out every day, presentation, 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 presentation. My network started growing, my check started growing, business class. Hey, don't clap. Then I look in front. first class. You can close the door. They give you pyjamas to wear. The stewardess is younger. You can shower. Why I cannot fly first class? Then I thought to myself, I have the way how to make more money. So I set another goal. I'm only going to fly first class. Went out there. Presentation, first class. Now I have a problem. Whenever I land in Dubai or Russia or London, I look outside, private jet. Why I cannot fly a private jet? The money. How to make money? So I'm still doing this every day after 20 years. And inshallah, the next freedom, I'll come in my own private jet. So you have to make a decision today, and you must set yourself a target that from that date onwards, you will not fly sardine class anymore. Why is it called sardine class? Because you sit like this. So you must make a decision today in your mind. Set a goal, set a target that you will only fly business class. You understand? Because you have the way how to make money to fly business class. Okay? Now, the reason why most of you fly business class, economy class, is because in India, there is a disease. What is the disease called? The disease is called laziness. True? Where are you from? Bulgaria also have the disease. How many of you have the disease? See? Some people, the disease is so bad, they are too lazy to raise their hands. Now, why do you have this disease? You have this disease because your dreams are not strong and big enough. Has anyone come on stage and spoken about dreams? Yes or no? And many people misunderstand. Dream, Qnet is the vehicle, correct? Dream is the fuel. Without the fuel, the vehicle cannot move forward. So that's why you must have a powerful dream. Now, when I say dream, there's a few types of dreams. There's one dream we call network marketing dreams. Have you heard of that? Who wants to buy a Ferrari? And drive where? You can't drive a Ferrari in India. First gear, second gear. First gear, second gear. Brand new red color car. After you reach home, will be brown in color. Scratches all over. Dents all over. So how many want a Ferrari? You don't want a Ferrari. You're just saying Ferrari because Ferrari is a network marketing dream. Ferrari is uncomfortable. Ask Sachin Bhai. He bought a Ferrari, drove it 3 times and sold it. You understand? So Ferrari is uncomfortable. Now, your dream must be something that drives you every day. How many of you wake up thinking about a Ferrari? Every day you wake up, I want my Ferrari, 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 Ferrari. Many of you don't, correct? So you must have dreams that really push you. Now, I had a dream in the year 1999. My dream was to quit my job. So every morning I wake up, I had a mantra. I hate my job. I hate my boss. I hate my life. Every morning I wake up while going to work, I hate my job, I hate my life, I hate my boss. I hate my job, I hate my life, I hate my boss. And it was so burning inside that I had to quit my job. So I went to my mother and said, I want to quit my job. What do you think she said? You don't know my mother. She won't ask why beta. She said, are you crazy? You have a good job, you want to quit and do this full time? Which girl will marry you? That was a concern. If I'm jobless, nobody will marry me. So she said, okay, if you want to quit your job, give me 1 year of your salary. Then you can quit. So from morning till night, I did nothing but Qnet. Even while working. In my office, I used to do presentations. Take the paper, this is you, one on the left, one on the right. Then my boss walks past. Turn the paper over. Oh, this is the problem, this is the issue. Then the boss goes away, okay, 10,000 US dollars per week. I signed up everybody in my office. And after 3 months, I made 1 year salary. I gave my mother, and I quit my job. Then the business started slowing down. Why? Why do you think after I quit my job, my business started slowing down? Huh? Because I never replaced my dream with a new dream. So once I achieved my dream of quitting my job, I was relaxed, slowed down. I did it. So I never replaced it with a new dream. And that's the mistake many people do. You must constantly replace your dreams. Every time you achieve it, one more, one more, one more, one more. And it should be never ending. Your dreams should just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You understand? So you start with a Toyota. After Toyota, Honda. Then, see, poor people will buy cars ending with A. Toyota, Honda, Kia, Mazda. What else? Tata. Rich people will buy cars ending with I. Ferrari, Bugatti, Maserati, Lamborghini. That's why my name is Sathi. You understand? So for those of you who are thinking about giving up, the reason why you're giving up is because you don't have a strong dream. And when you don't have a strong dream, what happens? Your challenges look very big. When you have a big dream, your challenges look very small. You understand? So now if you look at your business and you face a lot of challenges, that means your dream is not strong enough. You need to go back to the drawing board and find a bigger dream. And remember, the dream is not a Ferrari, not a mansion in Dubai, but small things that light you on fire. Like quitting your job. Like taking your family for a holiday. Not to Lonavala, but to London, America, Bulgaria. You understand? So go back tonight and start finding a dream that lights you on fire. Now, two things you need to be in order to be successful in Qnet. First, you need to be hungry. And second, you need to be angry. So I was very hungry because I looked at the Mercedes. I want to buy the Mercedes, I can't afford. I look at this nice Rolex, I can't afford. I look at business class, I can't afford. So I was hungry. But my business took off when my anger joined my hunger. My mother was sick many years ago in the beginning, and we were not making much money. She had asthma. So she had to go to the hospital, but because we did not have much money, we had to go to the government hospital. So she needed a nebulizer, and she had to wait more than 5 hours before the doctor saw her. And that's the time where me and my brothers decided we are going to be filthy rich. The next time my mother falls sick, the doctor comes to the house. You understand? So that's when the business suddenly took off like this. So there must be something that triggers you. You understand? If something doesn't trigger you, you will just be frustrated and feel like giving up every day in the business. And you'll earn 250, 500, 750, 250, no check, 250, 500, no check. But if something makes you angry, now, how many of your parents work in a job? Why? Huh? They want money. If you make 5 lakhs a week, do they have to go to work? No. Then why are you not making 5 lakhs? Every time you see your parents getting up early in the morning and going to work for somebody else, you should get angry with yourself. You understand? Because now is the time you pay them back. They should be touring the world. Your parents, you should buy them a first-class ticket for a Europe tour. And I know they are from India, because only in India, people from India in Europe, when they go for a tour, they wear sari and Nike shoes. Really? Bulgaria same? So you must get angry with yourself. You must tell yourself, I am hopeless. Why can't I do more for my parents, or your children, or your loved ones? You understand? Now, how many of your husbands or wife don't believe in the business? Your husband doesn't believe in the business. Why? Because you're not making money. Can you imagine on his birthday you give him a key for a brand new E-Class Mercedes? John, happy birthday. What will he say? What are you doing here? Go out, show plans. So I have a big network of students, and their main complaint is my parents don't believe in the business. It's because they're not making money. Can you imagine if they were making $3,000 a week? See, a Malaysian graduate, after working, they make about $500 a month. Fresh graduate. If they make $5,000 a week, what happens? The parents will be proud. My son sent me to holiday last month to Switzerland. That's what you need. You understand? And there's no other opportunity out there like Qnet. You understand? Now I agree, we have some challenges. Do we have some challenges? Yeah, but everything good in life comes with a challenge. You understand? And you know what's the best part about a challenge? The best part is when you overcome it. The feeling is amazing when you overcome it. Now, do you know why we have so many challenges around the world? Because of the suitcase. You know the suitcase? In the year 2000, we had a major problem in Malaysia. Headlines in the newspaper: Qnet is a scam. Okay? So, in Malaysia, we have another company called Amway. Have you heard of it? So when we started, everybody got excited and joined Qnet. So the owner of Amway, if you are the owner of Amway, would you be upset? Because you're losing business. So the owner of Amway plays golf with the minister. So what does the owner of Amway do? Gives the minister a suitcase. Please cause problems for this Qnet company. So the minister takes the suitcase. Then what he does? He calls the police and he calls the newspaper and gives both of them smaller suitcases. Please cause problems for this company. So everywhere in the world, it's a suitcase problem. Now, do you think there is a suitcase problem in India? Really? India, there is no suitcase problem. There's a lorry problem. But our company does not believe in giving suitcases. And another reason why we face so many challenges, because, how old are you? 24. How long have you been in Qnet? 1 week. Okay. So he's been in Qnet for 1 week. After 1 year, he makes money and drives a brand new BMW. His neighbor is a minister who has been working for 40 years, driving a Maruti. Would he be upset? That's the problem. Too many people are making too much money in Qnet. This guy, Sachin Bhai. He lives in a small mansion in Dubai. Okay? Now what he did is, he is building a mansion bigger than the sheikh next to him. Would the sheikh be upset? But that should not stop you from making money and fulfilling your dreams. You understand? Before Qnet, I have never left Malaysia. Can you imagine? I had never left Malaysia except Singapore and Thailand, because you can go by road. Okay? I never, but now today, after 20 years, I have been to more than 120 countries. Don't need to clap. I'm just saying that it's possible also for you. Okay? And my first country I went to was India. It was not a pleasant trip. I went to build the network in Hyderabad. Wait. So I went, I stayed there for 6 months. I stayed in Banjara Hills. Okay? Stayed in a small hotel. I did not make much money then. small hotel, and then I used to invite prospects to the hotel. Now in Hyderabad, the prospect come to your hotel room. They pick up the phone and they will order biryani and then ask you what you want. And then they order biryani, they eat, then they look, okay, Chapan. That means tell me, what business is this? I said, this is you, one on the left, one on the, chain business. I said, no, we don't sell chains. So this is a chain business. I said, no, this is not a chain business, this is network marketing, da, 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 da. But in Hyderabad, they know everything. They can explain the plan to me upside down also. You understand? Then I started signing up people and making money. And I had a suitcase full of money. I sell e-cards, I got the money. Now I had to go to Chennai. From Hyderabad, I went to Chennai. My first time in India, and my first time taking the Shalimar Express. 12 hours, Hyderabad to Chennai. Correct? So I'm carrying a suitcase full of money. I needed to go to Chennai and give the money in the office. So first time I'm sitting in the train. One guy comes, puts his luggage down, pulls out a chain, and chains his luggage to the rod and lock. I said, I don't have a chain. So the whole night I slept holding my bag like this. Okay? So I went all over Andhra. I went to Hyderabad, Guntur, Vijayawada, Vizag. Everywhere I went. So, while in Hyderabad for 6 months, I wanted to quit every day. Every day I wanted to quit. I said, I don't need this shit. I can go back and work in Motorola. I'll be happy, peaceful. But there's only one thing that kept me from giving up. You know what? Huh? My pride and my ego. Because I couldn't go back as a failure. I told everybody, I am going to build India. If I go back and say I quit, what happens? Everyone will spit on me. So that's the reason why I never gave up. So if you don't have a dream, it's okay. Have some pride. And don't quit. Because when I joined Qnet and I told everybody I am doing Qnet, everybody laughed and said, you cannot. Everybody is betting how long I will last and survive. So that's one of the main reasons why I never quit. Because I needed to prove people wrong. So that's what you need to do also. Because people are watching and looking. Correct? So you have to prove them wrong. And for that reason only you cannot give up. You understand? And the secret to this business is very simple. If you don't quit, you will make it. You cannot go wrong. Because how many of you played darts before? Have you played darts before? Or you've seen people playing darts, correct? If you throw the darts one time, what is the possibility of hitting bullseye? Very low. What if you hit 1,000 times? If you throw 1,000 times, chances will be more. So the same with our business. You cannot show 5 plans and say this business doesn't work. You show 1,000 plans, and out of the 1,000 plans, you might get 1 chief partner on the left, 1 Dato Vijay on the right. Then what happens to you? If you have chief partner on the left, Dato Vijay on the right, what happens to you? You will be on here and people will be listening to you. Now, that's one reason why you cannot give up. You have to prove people wrong. Another reason why you cannot give up. How many of you have downlines? As long as you have even one downline, you cannot quit. Because when you sign that person up, you promise him to be there holding his hand and helping him to become successful. So you cannot give up even if you have one downline. That's a promise you need to make to yourself. If you want to quit, you must wait until all your downlines die. When you have no more downlines, then you can quit. But as long as you have one downline somewhere in the world, you cannot quit. You understand? So those of you are coming here and said, this is one last chance, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what AVP Sharpun says, what V partner Dave Wadwani says, and then I'll make my decision. No need to think anymore. You make the decision today. This is your final destination. Qnet should be your only vehicle from now on. Do you understand? Now, why people don't succeed in the business? Because their priorities are all wrong. How many of you like football? What's your favorite football team? Barcelona. Name me 5 players from Barcelona. Shh. Okay. Okay. Name me 5 V partners. How many times has Messi come here and taught you how to make money? Never. Every time Messi scores a goal, how much money you make? Nothing. But still, you're focused on Barcelona and Messi. So your priority should be, number 1, is God. Number 2, your immediate family. Immediate family means mother, father, brother, sister, wife, husband, son, daughter. Uncle, auntie not counted. Cousin not counted. Number 3 should be Qnet. If this is your priority for the next 5 years, I guarantee you, you will max out. But you see, many people, their priorities are different. First, God. Number 2, Virat Kohli. Number 3, Anuksha Sharma. Number 4, Deepika Padukone. Number 65, Qnet. And then you wonder why you're not making money. So change your priorities for the next 5 years. You will definitely start making money. See, when I started in the business, Nothing else mattered except Qnet. I had no life. I never went out with friends, never had a girlfriend, never went partying, never went out, nothing. Never went for movies. It's just Qnet, 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 Qnet from morning till night. In 6 months, I was making $5,000 a week. Now, why? How many plans a day should you show? One plan a day. When I started, nobody told me how many plans to show. My upline said, the more plans you show, the more money you make. That stuck in my mind. So what I did, from morning till night, plan. I was showing so many plans, I did not have time to follow up. See, now you spend how long following up with somebody? Then if he says, I'll think about it, you keep following for 6 months. Correct? So I used to show plan and immediately ask him yes or no. No, move. Yes, come. No, move. Yes, come. No, yes, no, yes. Because we are moving so fast. You understand? So nobody told me how many plans to show. So morning till night I was showing plans. Now can you show 10 plans a day? Who can show 10 plans a day? Who cannot show 10 plans a day? Why cannot? Huh? Each plan takes 2 hours, so you need 20 hours. So one day how many hours is there? 24. 1 hour to eat and shit. 3 hours to sleep. I used to sleep 3 hours a day. That's why my hair is white, but my bank account is full. Now, a lot of people tell me, I cannot show 10 plans a day, I don't have time. Correct? Now, every plan you show, I'll give you $5,000. How many plans will you show in a day? 12. How many plans do you show? Huh? Full, don't sleep, don't eat, nothing. He wear diapers, so no need to go to toilet. Correct? How many people on your name list?
About 300.
300. Why not 30,000? Why not 3,000? Every name you write down, I'll give you $100. How many names can you write?
1,000.
Have you been to a wedding less than 1,000 people in India?
We can make
Are you
5,000.
married?
Oh, yes.
So your wedding, how many people came?
About 500.
Show them all the plan.
But they are not from the same place. I'm at a different place.
Take the train. With the suitcase and the chain. Many years ago, I was talking to a crowd like this in India. And I said, put everybody you know on the list. Okay? So I said, put this guy's name on the list. The guy who owns Kingfisher, his name? Vijay Mallya. I said, put him on the list. No, he's too rich, he has too much money. Now, do you think he needs Qnet or not? Huh? Yeah, he wished somebody showed him the plan. So, when you write your name list, the first thing you do is you don't prejudge them. Because this is what you do. You write the name, he's too busy. You write another name, he's too poor. You write another name, he's too rich. Correct? But that's not your job. Your job is to show the plan. Whether he says yes or no is up to him. Your job is to show the plan. So who has Mukesh Ambani on their list? Why? What is the worst thing he will do? No. At least you get to meet him. What if he says yes? What if he says yes? Yes or no? So you never know who is going to say yes and who is not going to say no. The problem is you prejudge them. You should stop prejudging them. You understand? Just write everybody's name. Now writing a name list is the easiest thing you can do. Okay? Now remember, you got to show the plan to who? Who you need to show the plan to? There's a test we used to do. Carry a mirror, a small mirror, put under the person's nose. If the mirror fogs up, that means what? He's alive. Because he's breathing. Show him the plan. So, many people write their name list and they prejudge whether the person will join or not. There's a guy in Indonesia. His name is Tobing. Have you heard of him? When he signed up, he was making $1 a day selling coffee by the roadside. Would you show him the plan? Would you show him the plan? No. You'll think he's too poor. He earns $30 a month. How is he going to sign up? But somebody showed him the plan. Today he's one of the top earners in the company. You understand? So don't prejudge. Show everybody the plan. Somebody will say yes, somebody will say no. The people who say no, say thank you, give them a hug, and leave. Because the people who said no, what will happen to them? They will end up working for us. Correct? Because trust me, we don't want everybody to join. Because if everybody joins, who's going to teach in schools? Who's going to drive taxis? Who's going to be the police? Who's going to work in hotels? So not everybody must join. If everybody become millionaires, then what happens? So when somebody says no, say thank you. And move on to the next person. Okay? So now, look at where you are. Is your life nice? Is your life nice? It's okay. Okay? My life was nice. Okay. Then I decided that I need to move from nice to nicer. So if you live in a 2-bedroom apartment, it's nice. But a 4-bedroom villa is nicer. If you drive a Toyota, it's nice. But a Mercedes is nicer. If you wear a Bernard H. Meyer watch, it's nice. But a Rolex is nicer. True? If you fly economy class, it's not nice. Business class is nice, but first class is nicer. So from today, everything in your life, you should move from nice to nicer. Look at your clothes. Look at your shoes. Look at your watch. Look at your house. Look at your car. Look at where you go for holidays. Everything is nice. But now you got to move to nicer. It's fantastic what this business can do. Because if you earn $20,000 a week, will your life slightly change? No. It will turn upside down. It won't slightly change, 360 degrees. Correct? Because you earn 20,000 this week. Before you finish spending it, company sends you another 20,000. Then before you finish, another 20,000. Before you finish, another 20,000. So now, earning 20,000 a week seems impossible. Yes or no? Because now you have 3 on the left, 2 on the right. To find that one more is so difficult, how am I going to earn 20,000? But that's how we all started. AVP Sharpoon was sitting there and thinking, can I actually make money? Like many of you thinking. Correct? Because on the left, you have one moron as your downline. And on the right, you have an idiot as a downline. And you're thinking, how am I going to make money with these 2 idiots? Correct? Hey, but I was an idiot also when I started. So was we partner Dave Wadhwani. He's still an idiot until today, but don't tell him I said that. But things will change if you decide that this is what you are going to do. There's no other business like this. Which other business can give you 20,000 US dollars every week? And what do you have to do to earn $20,000 every week? Talk to people. Can you talk? All your life you've been talking. How much money you made? 0. Now it's time to talk and make money. Okay? Now, I talk a lot about money because that's the reason why you join, correct? Yes or not? Can money buy you happiness? Can money buy you happiness? I don't know. But I've never seen somebody, when they're buying a new Mercedes, they were crying. I never saw. You understand? Is money good or bad? No. Money is a piece of paper. It amplifies who you are. If you are a bad person, I give you $1 million, you'll do bad things. If you're a good person, I give you $1 million, you do good things. Correct? So, make as much money as you want. How many of you don't like money? Anyone don't like money? Anyone, you don't like money? You love money, okay. So that's what we are here. And there is work involved. A lot of hard work. For the next 5 to 10 years only. In your job, 40 years hard work. Correct? Now, is it easy going to work every day? You know why I hated going to work? Because even when I'm so sick, I have to get up and call my boss to tell him I'm sick. Yes or no? So, by nature, I'm a very lazy person. That's the reason why I joined Qnet. So I can be lazy. I don't like waking up in the morning. I wake up when my eyes open. Sometimes 12 o'clock, sometimes 1 o'clock. The only time I wake up early is during week-on and if I have to take a flight. Because if you had a choice, would you wake up at 7 in the morning? No. Then find the choice. What Qnet does is give you freedom to choose what you want to do. Some of you want to wake up at 5 o'clock and do yoga. That's your choice. I do yoga the whole night. What pose is that? Savasa. I do that for 8 hours non-stop. So I do yoga every day also. How many of you from Mumbai? Oh. Delhi? Okay, like Dubai? Karachi? Okay, sit down. Who's from Pakistan? I'll tell you a secret. The whole market is yours. Because they cannot go. Now, there will be times when your downlines quit the business. Some of your top leaders will quit the business. Has that happened before? But you see, your future doesn't depend on them. Your future depends on you. If they quit, find somebody and replace them. And keep doing that until you are financially free. You understand? Now, you have a fantastic support system. Infinity is one of the strongest teams in Qnet. So you are in the right team. And most of you are in the right country. Because you have 1 billion people. All you need is 2. My dream, when I first started, was to have India on the left, China on the right. Then you are truly financially free. 100 years as a prospects won't finish. Another mistake many people do, and this is a very big mistake networkers do. They base their results. They base their future on yesterday. That is the biggest mistake you can make. For example, if I tell you, this week, you must sign up 2 new people in the business. Okay? Many of you will start thinking about what happened in the last 3 months. In the last 3 months, I couldn't sign up anyone. How can I sign up 2 people in 1 week? True or not? Okay? The secret to this business is forget about yesterday. Today is the first day of your business. Do you remember the first day you joined? Were you excited? Your belief level was high? Where to buy your new house, what car to buy, everything? After some time, did it all slowly go down? True? Now it's very low. Correct? because you are thinking of yesterday and the past 3 months and the past 6 months. Forget that. Every day is a brand new day. Because the most exciting thing about our business is, tomorrow you wake up and you show the plan. Could be another AVP Sharfun. Possible or not? And that's so exciting because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. 3 years you struggle and not making money. On the 3 years and 1 day, you can max out. That's how amazing this business is. Your past does not decide your future. Just remember that. Your past results doesn't decide your future. Every day is a brand new day. You don't know who's going to sign up. You don't know what's going to happen to your network. It will just explode one day. And you look around, you turn around, turn back and look, and you'll forget about what happened yesterday. Because you'll be too busy building the market, building the network, and thinking what to buy and where to go for a holiday. So forget about yesterday. Now, if all of you were 8 years old, and I asked you to write down 20 dreams, how fast can you write it down? If all of you are 8 years old, you will write down like that, 20 dreams. But if now I ask you to write 20 dreams, what will happen? You'll get stuck after number 5. You'll get stuck after number 5. Why? Because now everything you start to justify. See, your 8-year-old son will write, I want to have dinner with Donald Trump. That's his dream. Okay? That's his dream. His focus is I want to have dinner with Donald Trump. He doesn't care how, when it's going to happen. That's his dream. Now you will write, I want to have dinner with Donald Trump. Then you'll cancel. And say, I don't have a visa. How can I go to the US? Why would Donald Trump meet me? How can I go to the White House? You find all this justification on why it cannot happen. And that's not how a dream is. A dream is, dream anything you want. Because it's possible. You understand? It's possible. I never dreamt that I'll be traveling to 120 countries, flying first class, buying expensive things. And it's possible. I just wrote down and started dreaming and started working. Okay? Because without a dream, what you're doing is you are running a marathon without a finish line. What happens if you run a marathon without a finish line? Huh? Eventually, what will happen? Eventually, you will give up. You understand? But if you have a finish line, then you know, I just have to push myself a bit more. And this happens to me when I go to the gym every day. I don't look like I go to the gym. Do I look like I go to the gym? Okay. So every day I go to the gym 1 hour. And I have a personal trainer. Because if I alone, I won't go. So I need a coach. So my coach will call me today at 3 o'clock. So I go to the gym. And he says, do 20 push-ups. So I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12, I'm already shaking. Okay? But I know I have only 8 more to do. Then I struggle and do 1 more. I have 7 more to go. I struggle, do 1 more, 6 more to go. But if he just says, do push-ups, I don't know how many to do. I don't have a goal. You understand? And I'll give up eventually. So the same with our business. You must have a goal. Your goals can be small goals or big goals. And what we call the small goals, we call it milestones. You know what milestones are? You're driving from Mumbai to Pune. How many kilometers is that? 125. So you're driving Mumbai, Pune, then you see a signboard. Pune, 80 kilometers. How would you feel? Getting closer. Then Pune, 50 kilometers. Then Pune, 20 kilometers. Pune, 5 kilometers. What do? You freshen up, you put your makeup, you comb your hair, you're ready. Then welcome to Pune. So these signboards that tell you 80 kilometers, 50 kilometers is called milestones. Okay? So in our business also, we must have many milestones. So your dream is there. Before you reach your dream, you have many milestones. So when you reach your one milestone, you know that you are getting closer to your dream. And this milestone can be small milestones. When will be your first check be? When will you first finish one cycle? When will you first buy your new car? When will you take your holiday for your first holiday? When you take your family for the first holiday. So all these milestones you achieve and you tick, 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 then you know you are closer. You understand? Now another mistake many people do is they look at the results. In the beginning, don't care about the results. Just do the work. The results will follow. So for the longest time, I never touched my Quest account. I was just building the business, and it was just accumulating money. I did not know what my check was. I did not know anything. I was just building and building and building. You understand? Single track mind. Absolute focus. Many of you don't have that focus. You get easily distracted. True? So next 5 years, forget everything else. This is what you need to do. And trust me, it will be worth it. Because one day you'll be standing here and sharing your story with somebody. You understand? And be thankful that you have challenges. Be thankful you have challenges. Why? Because if you don't have challenges, one day you come on stage, you said, I joined Qnet, I made a lot of money, thank you. That's your story. You have no story to share. True or not? But if you have gone through a lot of challenges, I signed up, my family members, they all came to my house, started throwing stones at me. Must have some juicy stories when you eventually make it. You understand? Like going in the train, hugging a bag full of money. I have a lot of stories, but I don't have time to share with you all today. The next freedom will share more stories. Who's coming for the next freedom? Who still wants to quit? Bulgaria? No? We can do it? Sure? Put 500 people in the room, I will come. Talk to your upline first. Is there? Okay. Even if you are alone now and your entire network collapse, start again. It will be worth it. You understand? And trust me, very soon, we will have VCon in India. But, no. Sit down, sit down. But when we have VCon in India, don't come alone. Come with your team. Come as someone who is making a lot of money. Come as a sapphire, platinum, or diamond. You understand? Invite all your moronic families to that VCon. And prove them wrong. You must be thankful if people are laughing at you. If you don't have people laughing at you, difficult to succeed in this business. So go back, and anyone who's laughing at you and say you can't do this, give them a hug and say thank you. Because of them, you will buy a Ferrari one day. Then when you make it, we will all go on a holiday together. When you start making money, then we fly to Barcelona and have coffee with Messi. And then we take a picture. And we leave one spot empty. And put the hand like that. And then we send the picture to all the friends who said no. And said, this could have been you. You understand? Most importantly, guys, have fun. This is not a job. This is your business. You are the CEO. This is your company. If you don't have fun, it's not worth building the business. You understand? Have fun. Even if you get rejected, doesn't matter. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. So what? So have fun. And I'm sure that you heard the story of Lalita before. No? Where have you all been? When I was working in Motorola, I only had a motorbike. No money to buy a car. So one day I came back early home, 5 in the evening. Then I decided to ride my motorbike around the housing area just for fun. Then I saw a group of girls playing badminton. So I stopped and I watched them play. Then I saw one girl. It was love at first sight. When I saw her, my heart was beating. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay? So then, they all finished playing and they walked home. So from a distance, I rode my motorbike slowly and I followed her. And she went into a house. So I passed the house and I saw the owner's name outside. In India, so you have the owner's name outside the house. Okay? So now I have the name, I have the address. What to do? Huh? So I rushed home, took the phone directory, checked the name, checked the address, and the number was there. Now what to do? Yeah, call and say what? I don't know. I haven't spoken to her. I don't know who's going to pick up the phone. This is how when you call the prospect for the first time, your hands will be shaking, sweating. So I psycho myself. I said, you can do it. Then I call, I pick up the phone. A girl answered the phone. I said, excuse me, I'm sorry for doing this, but were you the one playing badminton earlier? She said, were you the one on the motorbike? The connection happened. So I said, I normally don't do this, but do you think we could meet for a cup of coffee? She said, yes. Now, I can't go pick her up in my motorbike. I didn't have a car. But my brother Kuna had a car. So I called him. I said, emergency, I need to borrow your car. It's a matter of life and death. He said, no, cannot, I'm busy. So somehow I begged him, bargained, made a deal with him. And the deal was I had to wash his car for 1 month. So he came, I dressed up, I went in front of the house, I horned, and she came out. This was 26 years ago. Green t-shirt, blue jeans. Still remember, 26 years ago. So she came, we went out, we had coffee, and we spoke about 5-6 hours. Then we started going out. In the beginning, I used to speak to her 24 hours a day. Call, speak on the phone for 6 hours, put on the phone, immediately call again, say, I miss you. Have you done this before? When you're first going out. I used to rush back from work just to be able to see her. This went on for a few months. After a few months, phone calls became less. Meet 4 times a week. After a few months, call 4 times a week. Meet twice a week. After a few months, call twice a week. Meet once a week. After a few months, call once a week. Meet once in 2 weeks. Then it went on like that for a long time. It went on for about 4.5 years. Then we never broke up. I went and did my things, she went and did her things, and we lost contact. That's all. It just ended like that. Okay? Then, 10 years ago, my mother came to me and said, I'm getting old. I want to see a grandchild before I die. So she started using emotional blackmail. I want to see you get married before I die. So then she said, I found a very nice girl. You go and meet her. If you don't like her, it's okay. Just go and meet her for me, please. So your mother says, please. I said, okay. Let me go and meet her. So the meeting was arranged in I think Starbucks in KL. So I went, and it was the same girl. Master plan. The same girl, I was shocked, she was shocked. We sat down and we spoke. She was also not interested in getting married, neither was I, so we just made up a story and said we did not want to get married. Then I asked her a question. I said, why did we separate? She said, because we forgot why we fell in love in the first place. We forgot why we fell in love in the first place. Now, her name is Lalita. Okay? Now, so we separated because, why did we separate? Forgot why we fell in love. Now, I called that separation a Lalita. A Lalita. Okay? that separation. Now, how many of you are doing a Lalita with Qnet? How many of you are doing this with Qnet? See, when you first sign up, how many times you spoke to your upline? When you first joined, how often you spoke to your upline? 10 times a day. Now? 2 or 3 times a week. What happens eventually? A Lalita will happen. See, because nobody announces they are quitting from Qnet. Correct? They just disappear. You understand? So this is something you need to ask yourself. Are you doing a Lalita? Because you used to think about Qnet 24 hours a day. You call your upline every day. You meet your uplines, your downlines every day. Now, twice a week. Correct? And the reason is because you forgot why you signed up. When you signed up, you had a reason, you had a purpose, and you forgot about that. So today I want you to go back and remember why you joined Qnet. And hold on to that purpose and never let go. Do you understand? Find that purpose again and fall in love with Qnet again. Because if you're not in love with Qnet, you won't do it full-heartedly. You will struggle. You will be frustrated. Every challenge just seems like a big challenge. But if you fall in love with Qnet, then this will be the easiest business you will ever do. Because when you're in love with somebody, how many of you are married? How many years? 9.5. 9.5 years ago, would you drive 10 kilometers to give her food? Now no more. Now 5 minutes, hey, go and cook yourself, by yourself. You understand? So if you are in love with Qnet, you would drive 20 kilometers just to show a plan. But if you're not, and your downline calls you in the middle of the night, late at night, and said, can you come? I need you to help me show the plan. What will you say? I can't come now, I'm in a meeting. And then go back to sleep. See, I have done this before. Correct? Whole day you're out, you're dead tired, come back home, take off your shoes, take off your socks. You know the feeling when you take off your shoes and socks? Oh, heaven. Then you have your chai, then you switch on the TV, your favorite movie just starting. And you just relax in the sofa. Then your downline calls you. Will you go? Will you go? Don't lie, Baba. I've been there. I've been there before, I'm telling you. You say, no, I cannot come now, I'm in a meeting. Schedule the plan for tomorrow evening. And then continue watching the movie in your chai. But if you are totally in love with Qnet and you're excited about this business, will you get up and go? You will jump and go. So that's why you constantly need to fall in love again and again and again with this business. When you start falling in love with Qnet, then it's no longer work. Because you enjoy doing it. You understand? So you must start enjoying Qnet. Like I have a friend who loves fishing. How many of you like fishing? Really? How many like fishing? Okay, the rest of you only like to eat. Okay. So my friend, once I followed him, deep sea fishing. And he's sitting there with the rod for 4 hours waiting. I waited for 5 minutes, I threw the rod away. I don't like fishing. You understand? But if you love fishing, you will stay there for 8 hours just standing like that. True or not? So why some people fail in Qnet and some people succeed is because for some people, Qnet is work. And for some people, Qnet is fun. Find the fun in Qnet. Then your business will grow. I mean, look at this. Today we have more than 6,000 people in Bangkok, Thailand. Is this not fun? I can do this every day. We should have freedom for 2 weeks. No, you have to go and work. Now, the biggest problem, I'm going to finish very soon. The biggest problem with an event like this, inside here, you are fully motivated. Yes or no? You are charged up. You can conquer the world. Everybody comes on stage, say, you can do it. Believe in yourself. They play the song, I Believe I Can Fly. And then tomorrow you go back. And you face the real world. Negative people around you. Now all the prospects are rejecting you again. Your downlines are not picking up your phone calls anymore. You're not earning checks. What happens to you? What happens? And then week on. After week on. So many of you, your business is like this. Yes or no? It has to be like this. That's why you need to find a dream, find a goal, start loving the business, accept every challenge, because every challenge just makes you stronger. And the feeling of overcoming the challenge is amazing. You understand? So that's what you have to do. There is no secret to the business. What I told you just now in the past 1 hour, is there something magical? No. I was exactly like you, sitting down there, earning $250 a week and thinking, maybe this business is not for me. How many of you are thinking like that? Many of you are thinking like, maybe this business is not for me. It is for you. It is for everyone who has a dream and wants to change their life. You just have to work. Push yourself. When you feel like giving up, push harder. And because the V and infinity, our job is to put a hand to pull you up. That's the job of the V and infinity. But in order for us to be able to pull you up, your hand must be up also. If you put your hands in your pocket, we can't help you. You understand? So reach out and we will pull you up. And trust me, one day you will be on this stage sharing your story. Because all the top leaders you see, they were sitting down there, just like you, with a lot of doubts and a lot of fear. But what they did is they just kept believing and pushing themselves to make it happen, and it will happen. You understand? And I will see you on the beaches of the world. I want to finish with this poem I heard. The poem says, come to the edge. And they said, it's too high. And we said, come to the edge. And they said, we might fall. And we said, come to the edge. And they came. And we pushed. And they flew. So come to the edge, we will teach you how to fly. And together, we will make all our dreams come true. Okay? Thank you very much.